Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. Now that it's fall, most people, most people that have fished all year don't fish now. They're involved with other things. They're psyched on football. They're getting wood in for winter. There's so many other things. Other sports are happening. Kids are back to school. Life changes, not just for all the animals and fish, but for us too. So I hardly see anybody out there right now fishing. I have gone a number of times, gone to different waters that I've always seen fishermen fishing in, and I don't see many people fishing. It's funny, this time of the year, it's so different. It harkens in a different phase in our life. Now, it doesn't mean that fishing stops, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't start again, because once the cold winter begins, we have the legions of people that love to ice fish. But I think it's important to be aware that fall fishing tends to really fall off for fishermen. And it really is a time of tremendous change. I think of spring. Spring harkens in a new year, and you hear all the birds chirping, and the colors are coming out of the flowers and so forth. And when you go fishing in the spring, it's a time of new hope. Right now, as beautiful as it is, and the fall colors are spectacular until we start getting the first storm of the fall. And then the leaves will come off, and then it will truly be late fall. But for right now, it's a special time. And I feel that when I go fishing, and I wanted to pass it on to you. You don't hear the same sounds. You don't see the same animals and birds that have almost become your friends during the year. I always love looking for ospreys and watching them sweep through the air and listening to the sounds of all the other birds and life that's going on, the frogs that are croaking. You don't hear that now. You hear a lot of geese because there's just thousands of them flying right now, but you don't hear and see the other things. And I think it's important to talk about this because when we go fishing, and I've said this so much, the experience is about the experience, not just the fish that you catch or the processes you go through to catch those fish, but it's all the other things that are around you wherever you go fishing, whether you're out on the St. Lawrence, out in Lake Ontario, or walking the tributaries like I do. It's the whole world becomes your playground. And that playground changes now. Most of the other kids are gone. A lot of the things are just sitting empty. But it is a time of year for thought and memory and almost planning for the next year. I find myself when I'm fishing now, I'm thinking, okay, there's only a few months, a few winter months, and it all will begin again. And that's part of the enjoyment for me. But just remember, fall is a time of dramatic change in some instances, and it's certainly a time when we can wind down and sort of think about what the new year will bring. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.